Greetings, my fellow servants of the God Emperor. It's the Ash Heritor. Welcome back to Rogue Trader. In the previous episode, we went to Dargonis and discovered the truth of who Naki Erebus is. The individual who Kibellah was destined to kill. The vision that she received from the Undying One, after the Undying One saved her from herself. Unfortunately, the convoluted nature of the Undying One's omens only got worse when she realized that Naki Erebus was none other than herself. So, the Undying One saved her from herself and has now ordered, in payment for doing so, for her to kill herself. I think it's all... I don't think these are actual omens from the God Emperor, aka the Undying One. I believe this is all her own psychological trauma, which she undoubtedly got a bit of during her upbringing. One doesn't get raised by a death cult without some psychological trauma. I believe it's her psychological trauma basically forcing her mind to run in circles, and that it's just torturing herself. Trauma will do that. It's a bad thing. We're going to talk to Kibellah right now. Actually, I think first I'm going to level up a couple of characters, because we still do have a few that need to be leveled up. So we'll level up Argenta here. We won't spend too much time on this. It's all first-tier archetypes. More ballistic skill, yes please. And what do we give you? Yeah, Swift Slaughter. Could have sworn you already had that, but maybe you didn't. Heinrichs. What's your weapon skill? It's 85. I think that's good enough. Strength could go up to 80. That would let you do more damage. Let's do that. And do we need a... Maybe an actual warrior ability would be good. It's opening strike. Actually, increase the charge distance by 3 cells would be pretty good. He does use charge. Giving him a bit more range wouldn't be a bad thing. There's a couple of biomancy options here. But... Ooh, Psalm of Heroes is really nice, though. Psi rating increased by 1 until the end of combat every time an ally uses a heroic act. Let's give that a try. I'm probably also going to give that to Idira. Oh, that's weapon skill. I thought it was willpower. I'm like, willpower 35? That doesn't seem right. Let's give her more perception. Psyker Extremis. For some reason, we didn't already have that on her, so let's do that. And that's everyone. Okay. Where are you, Kibellah? Where are you at? Normally you're down here, right? No, that's Idira now. I feel like the characters move a little. There she is.
Take heed, Nemo. Our blessed Domin honors us with a visit. The one who delivered this ark from the curse of your existence.
Still talking to Nemesite. The malformed skull in Kibellah's hands has been polished to a pale sheen. Its empty eye sockets pose a question that can only be answered in death. I'm ready. Let us present ourselves to the Vizier.
Come, Domin.
She drags a steel claw down her face, leaving behind a line that splits it in half. She steps forward without another word. Oh, man. She is messed up. Alright, who are we bringing? Argenta, Ulfar, Idira, and Heinrichs. Could have brought Cassia, to be fair. May have been a good call, but it's alright. I hope we don't have to take out the cult. That would be unfortunate. But the Vizier has been playing games of some kind.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
If he is playing games by design, or if it just appears that way to us. But in any case, we need answers for Kibellah's sake. Where the hell is he? All this giant swinging thing. There he is. Oh, you look a little different now. I have a feeling we're gonna have to fight these guys. The Vizier whispers a prayer, his masked face turning towards the Undying One's image. Instead of his usual threadbare clothes, he is wearing elegant armor of bone and dark gold, marked with purity seals. He turns as he hears you approach.
Kibellah, I have been hearing your footsteps for a long time, in his whispers. Domin Cyrene von Valancius, Lady of the Ark. It is good that you are here with her. It is right. The Undying One has blessed this union of light and shadow.
You greet us clad in armor. Are you prepared for battle?
Today is a special day. I have only donned this armor once before, when I was second spinner. That day, I ceased to be second, but I have remembered the weight of this gold on my shoulders and chest through all the years since.
Ah, I see. He's ready to die. He's not here to fight us. I mean, he is. But he's here to give us his position. Well, specifically give Kibellah the position. Cool. Kibellah opens her mouth, but the Vizier stops her with a gesture.
You will understand, my daughter. You will understand soon.
We have learned how Kibellah came to be part of the Bloodspun web. We have met her family. The Vizier looks away for a brief moment and nods to empty space.
The Undying One's congregation sacrifices the blood of its blood. That is how spinners are brought into this temple. But only those who would serve him of their own volition stay and spin the Bloodspun web, as Kibellah did.
Your words are dishonest. The ritual of releasing the burden erased me, made me hollow. What will of my own I had, you took from me, and filled me with yours instead.
The Vizier's voice becomes astonishingly gentle.
My daughter, do you believe you have only served him because I set you on the thread of the web? Do you believe you have no faith in him? You know that is not true.
Now I feel like he might just be a fucking demagogue. This is very, like, demagogue-esque rhetoric, which, you know, we're hearing a lot of in the news today, depending on which country you're from, so you get used to it, and you start to learn how to detect its presence. Kibellah grits her teeth, hissing.
You used my trust to make me your tool. Of course I see no other destiny for myself now. But that does not mean it was preordained. Kibellah has been cured of her affliction.
This is true. No longer do I see anguish in her soul, second spinner. I am ready to receive your report. Have you accomplished the task the Undying One himself set you?
The task remains undone. I refuse to complete it. Condemning a life to oblivion is wrong for those who worship death. No one will hurt my family. No one will hurt me. Let the Undying One punish me if he so wills.
Silence falls for what feels like an eternity. At last, the Vizier responds with the sadness of an all-forgiving father.
That is one of the threads as well, my daughter. I understand you.
A tired sigh escapes the Vizier's chest.
A harrowing sacrament. A ruthless ritual. I am relieved that it is nearing the end. Everything is coming together just as he revealed to me. Perfection has been sculpted. The affliction I nurtured has been vanquished. The choice has been made. So whence all the sadness, my daughter?
The Vizier shakes his head, suddenly looking very human. His shoulders droop, and he extends a hand towards Kibellah. What do you mean, the affliction you nurtured? Was it you who doomed Kibellah to her suffering?
The Undying One laid the thread, and I served as guide. The meeting with you and your world, Domin. The hunt for Nemesis, her grim and ghastly doppelganger. The comprehension of her flock's pain. My assignment stirred anxiety in my daughter's soul, as they were meant to.
Oh, God. Well, this is maybe worse than I thought. Hold on, did I just skip through something? No.
And the feelings that existed between you. Those supersede all else, perhaps. Could I have prevented them from springing up, smothering them while they were still weak? I could have, but I chose not to.
You are cruel, Vizier.
Yes, it is difficult to be cruel to someone you love. Have you come to know that, Domin?
Do not call it love, Mentor. I was loyal to you, and I deserved better.
You snatched her from her family. Do not call her your daughter.
I was her family. I raised her and taught her. I gave her everything I had. Did I not, my daughter?
You were my family, Mentor. You and the Bloodspun web. I will not define myself with a lie.
Okay. What is this sacrament? Are we being dragged into another ritual?
A great ritual. Many decades ago, the Undying One revealed through a tarot reading what must come to pass, and I heeded. The Bloodspun web's path towards gaining its new vizier was then conceived. A path of discovery, devotion, dying and resurrection in purity. Kibellah's predecessor stumbled on that path. So did the next one. I waited. I have lived long past my due time. The Undying One has been waiting for me for so long.
Okay. So he's created Kibellah in this way for a purpose. It's almost like he wants her to have a greater connection to her humanity. Because maybe he believes that the Undying Web is too disconnected, or that the Bloodspun Web has become too disconnected with their humanity. And that by Kibellah taking his place, which seems to be what's going to happen here, she will lead the Bloodspun Web down a different path. In which case, maybe he's not a demagogue. He's just, well, pulling at the strings in a very weird, but also very insightful in a horrible sort of way manner. I don't know, this is interesting. I don't know where it's going to go. I don't think his plan has failed, so I'm not going to say this. I think his plan has succeeded. What will happen now?
Kibellah will be the new vizier. Her journey to the Undying One and the choice she made will be reflected in the Bloodspun Web's new pattern. As for me, I will go to him as I have long awaited.
Yeah. The confusion and alarm in Kibellah's face gives way to anger and horror. Her face distorts like a crumbling paper mask as the emotions wash over her. Too many emotions for one whose soul has gone dead. I have not yet done all that you expected me to, have I? No, I think you actually have. I think you were supposed to come to the conclusion that you came to. To not kill your family. Oh man, yeah. So as he said, the hunt for Nemesis drove her to confront a darker image of herself, which caused her to doubt herself. In that doubt, she acted based on her emotions, her humanity, rather than this preordainment philosophy that they have. And in acting on her humanity, this of course breaks the currently existing tenets of the Bloodspun Web, which caused her to go under the ritual, which caused her to get the name Naki Erebus, which is of course herself, which led her to hunt down or find the Erebus family, realize that she is part of this family, thus reconnecting with another part of her humanity, and then in defying the order, she kind of seals the deal on, like, let's maybe not act on predestination. Let's act on what our humanity is telling us to act on. Which might be the Vizier being like, yeah, we've strayed too far from humanity. We need to recorrect. I can't do it because I'm too old. I'm too set in my ways. But somebody new can. That is very interesting. That's like a self-sacrifice. Not even to, like, preserve your own legacy, because he's not preserving his own legacy. He's ensuring a new legacy takes his place. Which is very cool. If this is indeed genuine. There's still the ritualistic nature. Like, he's gonna fight Kibellah. I don't think he's gonna relinquish his position without a fight. But I think he's gonna do that purely because it's expected. Because it's necessary within the tenets. We'll see.
That is correct, my daughter. Can you feel it? The proper way this burden must be passed.
Kibellah's voice falters. She clenches her teeth, trying to keep herself from bursting into tears. I don't want to kill you. Is a simple transition of power not possible? Why must there be bloodshed?
Because great things are not achieved in small ways. Because if you worship him, your sacrifice to him must be great as well.
Blood is our gift, the only thing that is truly ours, the only way to worship and honor him. Man, what do we do? I don't know if this is, like, her arguing against him, or her agreeing with him. This is very ambiguous. Not that I think that that's badly written. I think this is very in character for the Bloodspun web and everything. And I think it's gonna be up to our interpretation of what she wants. Oh, okay. I will argue for her humanity first. I think we're gonna end up going with this, but this might get us a little bit more conviction one way or another. Do not demand yet another sacrifice from her, Vizier.
Such was the Undying Emperor's will.
Still, it is unfair. Kibellah's face has become a death mask. The Vizier's voice is full of sorrow and humility.
Yes, for I am stronger than you, and my high spinners stand with me, those who swore an oath to protect me and not outlive me. And he too stands with me. His face will emerge out of mine. And may those who you choose when you set out along the threads of the web, your comrades, your domin, may they stand with you. Fight. Fight with no regrets.
A bitter sigh falls from the old man's lips.
Farewell, my daughter. Let us honor the Undying One.
Okay. Let us honor him. Yeah.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
Okay.
None of you shall survive.
You have a lot of health. Alright, I hope this is hard. I straight up hope we lose. Alright.
Surrender to the dark powers!
Well, that's a odd thing to say. I'll be upfront with you guys. I attempted this battle before, however, it bugged out at the end. Basically half of my party got killed in the first round, so everyone who was not a melee combatant died more or less instantly before they even got a turn. So that was fun. I mean, Cyrene did her free buffing turn, but that was it. She was trapped in here. I couldn't move her out, so she just died. It came down to Ulfar. Ulfar killed most of them. I think I might have had a chance. I probably would have still lost, but I'm not sure. But then the enemies just didn't do anything. It would take them a good, 3 minutes, where they would just stand there and do nothing, and then their turn would skip, and it would go to the next one, and that would happen, and there were 5 of them, so I was waiting quite a bit of time in between the turns, and they weren't doing anything, so theoretically, I could have just killed them all. It would have taken a lot of time. But that wouldn't have been fun. They bugged. I thought, okay, fuck it, I'm just going to start this battle again. Maybe it'll go better for us anyways. So, we're going to move our... Oh, we're in the first turn. Ah, I clicked the wrong thing. Cool. Great. Well, at least Argenta will get a turn this time. I basically can't move. If I move, I die. I wanted to move my people out of here, but that's not happening, so... Let's find out what else we can do. First off, I think we need to drop a front line. I did that right here last time, and that was pretty effective. I think I'm actually going to drop it right here.
If not me.
And then we'll drop a combat locus stratagem.
I'll see to it, personally.
And... Okay, we had a different stratagem last time. That probably would have been better in that case. So that's unfortunate. I firmly believe I'm going to die. Immediately. Where is Argenta? Argenta's there. She'll get an attack of opportunity from one guy. She might actually be able to get into a position where she can do some work. So I am going to give her a backline stratagem right here. It should also be noted, these guys have an ability that they get to freely dodge attacks. I'll show you what it is. Evasive Pirouette. They spend 1 stack of Evasive Pirouette and move to a random adjacent free cell to just freely dodge the ranged attack. And they have 3 stacks of this, so... Using ranged against them is hard. They have Inner Prayers. Yeah, they suffer 5% less warp damage, so they're going to be suffering a whole lot less warp damage. Also, if you attack the Vizier... the other guys get juiced, so we need to not hit him because they will all avenge any attack against him. So we need to figure out some other stuff. We can drop a Foreboding right here. That's going to hit basically the whole party, so that should be good. And are they all affected by it? They are, so now we do a warp speed. Or sorry, a perfect timing.
I'll see to it personally.
So that should be good. That is my whole turn, unfortunately. And I will give Voice of Command to...
I'll make it happen.
Ulfar is an absolute unit. I kind of want to use the other 2 zones, because I feel like she's going to die, which means the bonus from Combat Locus Stratagem won't apply anyways. And her passive bonuses won't, but I don't know. I don't really have a good place to put them. I suppose I could put the, you know what, I will. I'm going to put the rear right there. And... Oh, sorry, that was the back line. We'll put a rear right here. Whatever. We'll see if this matters. Argenta. If you run right here, you will get an attack of opportunity on you. I'm praying you dodge. We'll see. Probably you won't.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Big old med kit.
Administration is a holy task.
Okay. Confident approach. Controlled shot. We don't shoot any allies. And then I just want to put some Daka down this way to try and strip away some of their dodges. I think I do it over here.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
It is making them all move. Okay. And it's using up this these stacks. Hey, we hit him. Okay, unfortunately we hit the Vizier, which does trigger one of them to move every time you do that. And now we have another one in the ability where he can attack us. Oh joy. We could Wildfire, we could dash in Wildfire. I think that's what I'm going to do.
Doubt is for the weak.
Okay.
As the Emperor
Cover is
commands,
useless.
I act.
Unless you have something that's going to help you benefit from cover, but if you don't, then there's no point. So this is just a regular Burning Ground grenade. Or do I throw a frag? Frag grenade might be good. We drop it here, we hit all 3 of them. It's just not much damage, and it's going to hit the Vizier. I think I'm just going to throw down some Burning Ground here. Might dissuade them from coming this way. And then I could shoot again. That's going to hit allies, so maybe I'll shoot over this way. That's the Vizier. Is it? Yeah, it is. I don't want to hit him. Can I move more? I cannot. Oh, I could run a gun, actually.
As
I may as well use
Emperor
Furious
commands,
Recital. I don't
act.
expect that she's gonna live. We could drop Reckless Rush. No, but that's gonna prevent her from doing anything else. What do we do? Single, maybe bolt pistol shot here on somebody. You still have 2 stacks of the evasion. You have 1. You don't have any, so I could do some damage to him, but that's going to trigger the thing. I could pop this one. He's only got 1 stack of that left. Dodged. Of course. That's alright.
Doubt is for the weak.
Reload for free.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Swap to that. And then I could shoot again. It's going to do almost nothing. Or what if I swap to the Stormbolter? I only get the single shot.
Faith without deeds is...
Well, at the very least it's some damage. And we can throw another grenade.
I'll do it.
Why not? Let's hit these 2. Not hit the Vizier. It's something. And he's taking burning damage. And I don't think that triggers as enemies hitting. Okay, Idira's gonna die. Cyrene's gonna die.
Hold on.
Idira's down. Cyrene's turn. What is this? Prophetic Intervention. Whenever an ally suffers damage that would make them fall unconscious, the Psyker immediately gains an extra turn. During that time, the Psyker can use Prophetic Intervention. This power can only be used under these conditions. Prophetic Intervention restores that ally's wounds to the amount they had before the attack that triggered the intervention. However, Psyker Psi rating is reduced by 1 until the end of combat. Do it.
Who, if not me?
Keep her alive for 1 more turn. I mean, Cyrene's gonna be dead in a moment anyway, so there's not much point in, Well, I could actually use the battle... No, shouldn't have used the battle trance. Wrong thing. I wanted to use this. We're gonna use it. It's gonna give us a bunch of momentum. The Inquisitor's, signet. So she's got some extra temporary wounds there. We got an extra action as well, so I could drop a forewarning on somebody. Who needs it the most? I'm gonna drop the forewarning, dodge and parry. Let's put it on Kibellah. Well, there she goes again. Alright, I could prophetic intervention her once more.
I'll make it happen.
Yeah, let's just keep it going. She's down again. I don't think I can do it again. And there goes Cyrene. Oh man. Okay, Heinrichs can parry and counter. That's really nice. Now it's Ulfar's turn. Confident approach. How do we start? That's the Vizier. We don't want to go against him right now. I want to stay in the combat area, though. So how about... Does anybody not have stacks of... You don't, actually. Oh, yeah, you do. You have your 3... Do they get this every turn? Oh, yeah, they do. Okay, so ranged is just useless against these guys. I can kick him into the fire. I can hit him first and then kick him into the fire. That sounds fun. Alright. We'll get some damage in. Let's see. Let's cleave as our second option. Action. Thing. Whatever. Yeah, we'll wildfire. And then we'll cleave here. That will hit the Vizier, but whatever. Let them do something. The more we bring them into this area, the better, actually. Okay. And now... we run and gun. That we can do another cleave. Or do we do a single attack? Let's single attack this one again. Okay. And then I have to kick. Okay. Well, we'll kick him. You go over there now. And then, honestly, I'm going to use Heroic Sacrifice. Or Heroic, yeah, that is Heroic Sacrifice. And we'll do a cleave here. Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, she dodged. Nice. Cleave again. We gotta kill them. Gotta take him out.
My strike is ruin!
Anyone we can take down is good, in my book. Okay, again. They're taking damage.
I say bite of death!
I am giving, like, free turns to them by continuously hitting the Vizier, but, you know, it's a little bit of damage on him, and right now they can't do much to me outside of that. So we could charge. Glorious, we could charge right there. I so wish you could pick where he would end up, because I want him to end up, or I just do it here, and then he's going to end up in the, yeah, that's fine. One down. All right, that is clutch. And we can move him again. So does he stay in the area, or I just move him back here, actually? And then, yeah, then we can keep going. Chop him. Oh, yeah. Take him down. And we can grenade people. Anybody we want a grenade? We could throw it right here. Hit these two. Why the hell not? That's an attack of opportunity on him. That's okay. Alright. It's a tiny bit of damage. Dealt more to the Death Cultist, so. And he can go again, so I don't even know what's happening anymore, but I'm not gonna complain. My god. Another one down. Revel in slaughter. Good job, Ulfar. So, yeah, they're all dead here. We could throw a crack grenade. That one. We could throw the grenade over at that one, too. Why don't we? Okay, it's a bit of damage. And I think that's finally going to be his turn. Kibellah's turn. What are you going to do? You're not going to attack the Vizier. We got to pick off some of these guys. I could try and help. Yeah, so I can move her all the way back around here. I'm gonna go and help Argenta. Because as long as Argenta's up, she's absorbing a little bit of attention from them, which is good. Do we have anything here? There's an intoxicating elixir. Extra strength and weapon skill. Might do that. Strength, toughness, and agility, but less. Yeah, either of these would be great. Go here.
I bring mercy and retribution.
Let's drop the intoxicating elixir. And so you need to do some. Actually, do the other one too. Okay. Take some drugs. Drugs are good. Exsanguinate yourself.
As the tenants demand.
Yeah, we're gonna do Reckless Abandon. And then I think we could try a Captive Audience and launch a melee attack against this guy. And then try and do some dancing. So we'll land a hit here. Okay, that's something. We can death from above to land in here.
Will see it
Do a lot of fucking damage to him. Holy shit. He's dead. Holy wow. He just gone. Peace. See you later. I don't want her to walk into the fire, so I also don't want her to stand in the fire, so I'm gonna dance macabre over here. And then I'm gonna dance macabre over here.
As the tenants demand.
And then we're gonna
As honor ordains.
do that. And then we're gonna do
the
this.
Shadows will see it done.
Dodged. Okay. Okay, that was not bad. One enemy dead. Alright, if they want to take attacks of opportunity from Ulfar, that is just fine. Heinrichs is tanking. This one's on fire. Come in. Ulfar also get attacks of opportunity. They're all going for Heinrichs, but he ain't having it. This is going so much better than my other attempt. Even though two of my characters went down instantly. And there are a lot of them, though. Parried, dodged. Yeah, filthy casual. Alright, Heinrichs' turn. Can I hit everyone in the party? Everyone but... Or, no, I can hit everyone in the party.
Naturally.
Well, I mean, word of the Emperor it is. Shield of the Emperor. Okay, we're in danger. If I keep doing this, we might accidentally summon Screamers. That's okay.
But of course,
A little bit of
Lord
screamers never
Captain.
killed nobody. Fuck it, we're just doing it. I don't care. We have momentum. Do we? How does that factor in? Alright, who goes down first? I think Sixth
won't
Spinner is going to
object
go,
to
so we'll aim for an opening here. And then, I would like to give him a little bit of a tickle. Okay, maybe not. What about here? Single attack? Is that going to do... does that have a better chance? Not really. These guys are very hard to hit. Warp speed? Why don't we warp speed
Let's see
Ulfar?
to see
Just because fast Space Marine. Funny. Xenospasm Grenade. So there's 3 of them right here. Okay. You're only going to hit 2. I mean, it's not a bad idea, to be sure. We could hit these 2. Do
I
it.
won't object
Hit
to
him with
it.
the Xenospasm. Okay. Well, one dodged. Which is unfortunate, but... let's take
But
some
of
stims.
course, Lord Captain.
And we could... Perplexing Grenade? No, they're not positioned very nicely anymore. Let's not do that. I could attempt to cleave here.
Let's see to it.
Both dodged. Most unfortunate. We could do it again. That's our full rest of our turn. And our chance at hitting him is also pretty low. Alright. Well,
The throne's glory.
we gotta try. That also missed.
Let's see to it.
No. Alright. Well, that did nothing.
I
We'll
won't
endure.
object to it.
And we can invigorate someone. We can invigorate
But of
Argenta.
course, Lord Captain.
Okay. It's well okay, all things considered. That's the Vizier. Where is the best chance of doing damage? Let's actually try and just single target them. Because that's going to burn through their effects. We don't have the best options here, though. It's only 35. This reduced it to 60% chance of success. What if I were to move up here? No, this is going to put me in the fire. We don't want that. Still only going to be a 60%. And if I move closer, still only a 60. Well, no sense in moving closer. Can I, just move a little bit away. Actually, stand next to the cover. I don't know if you get anything from cover, but in case you do. Oh, this is the pistol. Fuck. I totally used the wrong weapon. Oh, man. That
Doubt
sucks.
is for the weak.
It may have at least removed some stacks of the pirouette. 1. Cool. Really helps.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Yeah, so they move out of the area, and then they automatically dodge the rest of them. That is incredibly good. There's basically nothing you can do against it. I'm just going to have her run away. We'll keep her away from the combat. I don't know what else she's going to do, but...
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Tell you what, I might actually move her right back here. She can help Kibellah. Okay, blood vial. It's fine. It's raining blood. Ouch. Ouch. Ow!
Lost to the retinue.
Ow! My god. Ulfar just almost died. And he skipped his turn, so he was stunned. His blood is all but gone.
My bones still stand.
Oh boy. You're hard to hit. We need to get in here. So here I can do some work.
I will
Run over this
leave
way.
footprints
Yeah, you'll get an
of
attack of opportunity,
Scarlet.
gets parried, that's fine. And deliver a chop right here. I don't know if that's going to do anything, though. You're still bleeding. We could exsanguinate
I
Heinrichs.
shall not fail.
I'm going to do. Then he's going to get a little bit of extra dodge. Pain Resonance might be really good right now. There's a lot of enemies that are in this area that are suffering damage over time effects. I might be able to land a couple more damage over time effects on them before I do this, though, so... We could also drop a Blood Vial right here. Lovely. So if I chop here, I need to save 1 action point.
Trust me.
Okay, some damage. And then we can jump behind them.
The shadows will see it done.
That didn't really do all that much. We could do this, but that's our full turn. So what I'm going to do is Pain Resonance.
As honor ordains.
Okay, did a little bit. And then we can Acrobatic Artistry.
Trust me. Caught by the web.
Okay, so a tiny bit more damage, then you run back to here. Okay. Yeah, sure. Didn't do much. Problem is just hitting these guys is really hard. Thankfully, Heinrichs is parrying like a god.
Death to the weak.
Love it. Doing more damage to their allies than they are him. Okay, everybody on Heinrichs. Heinrichs doesn't care. Yeah, go walk through the fire. Well done. Alright.
I won't go down easy.
Shield of the Emperor.
I won't
Hammer of the
object to it.
Emperor. Demonette. Okay. Endure. Anybody have any, yeah, you do. So we chop you. 98% chance. That was damage. Okay. Then I'm going to put aim for the opening on you and chop you again and hopefully kill you. No, not quite. So we could do Daring Breach, we could do Dispatch. I think we're going to do Daring Breach because he's going to be able to do a whole lot of extra attacks here. And a whole lot of extra attacks sounds better than the alternative. That's damage. There's the Demonette. Can you go away? Can you attack the enemies, actually? That'd be great. Yeah, you can't hit him either. No one can hit him. He's too good. Psychic Force. Yeah, I forgot we could do that. Problem is we need to hit them. We could basically take out the Demonette. Or we try and chop here. It's a low chance of success. We can just get rid of this fucking thing. Yeah, see ya. Almost. Not quite. Okay, Argenta's turn. Well, there's demons. Argenta has some things to say about demons. They're not very nice.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
I have a feeling about this. How many shots can you do? If we reload first,
Justice for the weak.
and then we do rapid
As the
fire,
Emperor commands, I act.
and then we do a whole lot of Daka right over here. Heinrichs can dodge it. Can these fucks dodge it? I don't know. We'll see. We're at least gonna... Oh, Demonette's gone. That's something. So, we dealt a tiny bit of damage. It's better than nothing. And that's her turn.
I serve the ruinous palace.
I hope you don't. Well, there goes Argenta. Ulfar's back. He did this in the other attempt I made, too, where he went down for like a turn, and then he gets back up and regenerates a whole lot of health. Is that like an Astartes thing? Not really sure. Can't tell. Merciful Savior, maybe? No. I have no idea. Regardless, it's nice, so... Let's see. Is the Vizier here? He is not. Great, that's 3 people to potentially cleave in one go.
I challenge you.
Won't hear me complaining there. Oh, one down. we could do a single target just to break things up. Okay, then we wildfire. Then we cleave again. Good. And then we can kick this guy. Fantastic. We could shoot with the pistol here. I don't want to hit Heinrichs, though. Well, we can not hit Heinrichs by doing it this way. Maybe it'll... Nice, we did hit one of them. So that was good. Aside from that, we're doing RK. Okay, now what? Well, you can attack that one. Do we need to exsanguinate anyone? We could exsanguinate... Ulfar. Give him a little bit of dodge. It's fine. Reckless abandon.
I
Do
shall
it.
not fail.
Should have done that earlier, to be fair. So, Blade Dance. Blade Dance.
Penance demand.
It's not doing much damage, that's for sure. That is most unfortunate. What's the chance of hitting? Only 42%. Vizier is right there. That is a problem. Pain Resonance? Pain Resonance would be better if I was better positioned. I could be better positioned, to be fair. We could go over here and help out Heinrichs. So we could Dance Macabre
As honor
right over there.
ordains.
Hopefully not get killed. Okay, we did get hit, and we got hit again. That was a fucking mistake if I ever made one. Okay, yeah, I gotta heal.
Do you think my body was suffering?
Do you think my body was suffering? Yes, I do think your body was suffering. You just got slashed twice. Although, to be fair, that is not something that's abnormal for you, so... Maybe that's just normal. Maybe to you it was Tuesday. Come on, Ulfar. You can do it.
Follow my lead.
Death to non-believers! My hand is thunderous! My strike is ruin!
Well, I like to think he...
One down.
Oh. Not good. Not good. If Ulfar goes down, I think we lose. Ulfar is
Angels
doing the
die.
encounter all by himself, and now he's down. I looked away for a moment, and it happened.
An offering of
Oh no,
blood.
it's all coming apart.
Throne take you.
Iron Arm yourself.
Let's see to it.
Shield of the Emperor.
I won't object to it.
Light of the Emperor. We gotta do damage, though. He can do damage. He did. He killed one last time. There's a whole lot of them.
Let's see to
Let's
it.
see if we can't kill this one. 2% chance. What is with my percentages here? They're so bad. Is it captive audience? No. They must have some sort of wild effects on them. I don't actually know what the effect here is, because my weapon skill's still at, you know, quite high. Like, Bloodstained isn't doing it. Captive Audience isn't doing it. I don't know. For some reason, I just can't hit them. I mean, I guess we can, technically. It's just not likely.
But of course, Lord Captain.
It's damage. Not much damage. All of the openings are facing in the wrong direction, and I can't relocate.
I won't object to it.
This ain't good. Not gonna lie. 4%. Who do we stand a reasonable chance of hitting? You know, I'm going for the 2% just because it'll kill you if it does land. The other percentage differences aren't much. I don't think we got this. I think we're dead. Again.
Undying one extends his
Yeah.
hand.
Vizier's just picking us off one by one. He's also picking off his allies. Lunatic. Heinrichs, you can do it. Oh boy. I think he's dead. I think he's gonna bleed out at the start of his turn, even if he manages to parry everything else. You guys just use the slash attack where you hit random targets and then just kill yourselves? That'd be great. Okay. Okay, we have some sort of effect that's causing this to happen over and over again. Which is cool by me. I think now is the time for a Dreadmonger grenade.
Chaos guides me.
Get out of here. Okay. Cracks appear on your skin. That's probably bad.
I won't object to it.
We just can't hit anything.
But of course, Lord Captain.
They can't hit him.
Follow my lead.
Do they just have absurdly good parry? Maybe that's it. They have 95% dodge. Or at least the first spinner does. Yeah, they all have 95% dodge.
Follow my lead.
It doesn't show what the parry chance is here.
Death to the weak.
Nice! They're killing each other. Oh, and then I died.
Fighting!
Alright, guys. Yeah, that didn't work. I'm going to make another attempt, but at another time, because I'm out of time today. So, yep. You'll see that in a moment, I guess, because that's going to be still part of this episode. All right. Here we are again. I've taken a bit of a break. And by a bit of a break, I mean, like, 5-day break. Not because I was getting frustrated or anything. I just, had some other things that needed to happen. Anyways, we're back. We're going to reassess our strategy, which I've done by swapping out Argenta and Idira with the glorious Abelard and Cassia. This is a hard fight, so we're gonna bring our big guns, or big third eyes, and just unstoppable, you know, I'm gonna bitch slap Horus type of people. We're gonna do this again. I like the difficulty. I like that we're losing. So we're going to keep on. Let's throw Cassia back there, and actually let's build a bit of a defensive line here. That I think I fucked up with last time. Okay, well, we're sort of hampered. You know what? We're gonna make 2 defensive lines. I'm gonna put Cyrene back here. Can she go back here? She can. Oh, no, she can't. Cyrene's in a bad position. I'm exposed either way I go about this. So I can put Heinrichs there, and then Kibellah here. Then she's not. Okay. This is a little bit grim, but we're gonna figure it out. So we're gonna just throw a front line, I think, right in here, and then I think we definitely need to drop a combat locust stratagem right there. What other stratagem do we have this time? We have overwhelming stratagem. I think overwhelming stratagem is going to be quite nice here, and it's free to use anyways, so why the hell not? What else? I think we're going to start dropping some psychic powers here. So this is going to only affect ones that have been targeted by our psychic powers. So let's actually throw
I'll see to it personally.
Foreboding right there. I have 3 action points left. So I could drop... I cannot. Alright. Perfect timing it is.
I'll make it happen.
So we all have perfect timing. That's going to be good. And then I can do a single action, bring it down here, which I think is going to be pretty clutch.
Who if not me?
So we're going to do that. We now have Heinrich's going, and we're gonna have Heinrich's drop a Word of the Emperor. Could drop it there on those. They probably need a bit of help, but maybe... No, they probably don't need as much help as we do here. So I'm gonna drop the Word of the Emperor. We're just gonna juice up our little side here, and then we're gonna Shield of the Emperor.
Captain.
And I think we're ready to, you know, get got by whatever's coming at us. Let's buff up Kibellah with Voice of Command, and that'll be it. Now it's Ulfar's turn. So Ulfar can run on in here. We need to not attack Vizier. I'm happy to go and fuck those guys up, though, or run right here, but then we're not in the zone. We want to be in the zone. So if I run here, then I can run there. No, that's going to get me attack of opportunity. Why don't you just go here at first? And then you can just walk here. Or we could charge. That's also an option. Here? I so wish you could see where he would stand.
So shall it
Damn it, see, that's not what I wanted. It's fine.
Instrument.
It's actually 100% okay. Confident approach.
Play.
And I think we're gonna chainsaw these guys here.
My hand is thunder.
Damage.
My strike is ruin.
Then I'm gonna kick this
So
one.
it shall be.
And what I'm gonna do.
None
We'll run and gun.
is better than a warrior of the
And I'm going to then chop the guy that's on the ground. We gotta take him out.
Feel the icy bite
Alright.
of death.
Kibellah. Kibellah is ready to go. What's she gonna do? We can't really move her there, because then she's gonna... I could move her right back here, but then I'm not in the zone. I planned this poorly. Damn it. Alright, it'll be fine. We're just not going to use this ability, Blade Dance, right now. So I'm happy to do Reckless Abandon. We can do a Exsanguination.
As honor ordains.
Herself, as usual. Anything else we want to do here? Do we want to drop an Intoxicating Elixir? We might. I think we do. Let's drop an Intoxicating Elixir. And we can do a Where It Hurts right now. Because we're going to do a chop here, which is going to hit these two guys because they're on fire. So, that was damage. Like that. Jump behind them.
The shadows will see it.
Okay, very good. Now we can do Blade Dance.
Trust me. My blade whispers your name. Caught by the web.
All right. One down. Kibellah is going. Death from above.
Caught by the web.
Caught by the web. Oh, man. That was effective. Okay. Vizier's doing his thing.
Chaos
Raining blood.
is that all
Nice.
you got?
Okay.
Bite like a paw.
All right. So he's Where It Hurts as well.
My Karamite hide is strong.
Karamite, he says, not Ceramite. Interesting. Maybe that's just a Space Wolf pronunciation. Okay, so we can also drop a Word of the Emperor right here now. So that's going to then hit the whole party every time I do this. So we all had it, right? Yeah. Shield of the Emperor. Hammer of the Emperor.
Naturally.
We have momentum.
I won't object to it.
Iron Flesh on her. We Warp Speed somebody? I think I want to Warp Speed Kibellah. Or we Warp Speed Ulfar. Let's Warp Speed
Let's see
Ulfar.
to it.
Okay, we're in the shit now. Let's see here. What do we want to have him do? We can have him go over here and start attacking the fourth spinner. Because they're all filled up here, so we gotta put ourselves into position. Or I go here, and we do some other funny business here. We throw a Xenospasm grenade at them. Let's do that.
Get me a target.
Okay, one dodged. And then, I guess we just endure, right? Or we can, let's do that. Not going to use our momentum. Actually, let me check. Who has the next action? Oh, Cassia has the next action. All right, that will endure.
For the throne's
Can do
glory.
both. Okay, you have a gun. You have a staff and a gun, actually, so we could Heroic Axe Siphon Life somebody. I don't think we need to do that. Can I Death Whisper as a ranged action? I think I can. No. What about like that? That I can do. Interesting. Well, hold on. Then what if we did it on 5th Spinner? Maybe we can just take him out. With the needle pistol. 10% chance. Nice. Alright. Next turn. So if Cassia goes... Where do we have multiple targets that she can hit with the eye? Maybe we don't use the eye, actually. There's 3 of them here, nicely in a line. She can do stuff with lines. So we have Immolate the Soul. That could be fun. So let's go here.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
And... Alright. Glimpse of Fate on yourself. We could Mend Reality as well. That'll leave 2 actions left. I think that's going to be worth it. What's our advantage here? Okay, we'll do Mend Reality first.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Okay, so now our psychic powers can go. Now we'll drop a Press the Advantage.
Not a servitor.
And then we're going to roast these guys.
Me?
With Immolate the Soul.
As duty demands.
Oh. Yes, that gives one of them a turn, but I think that's fine. Okay. Well done. Orchestrated Firestorm. We have no, like... No, single attack against a random enemy within the zone that they can target with their weapons. It's unfortunately going to be Vizier, mostly. No, let's not do that. Let's do Finest Hour on Ulfar. Right? I think that's the right choice. Let's build up some momentum. Okay, so we have one right here. So we're going to start dealing with that one. Wow, we're going to do a lot of damage. Man, not that that's a complaint or anything. But then do a cleave, just to get more momentum. Okay, I don't even know what happened there, but he's dead. That's cool. Fantastic. This is going so much better.
Our foes reek of cowardice.
And in case, you know, I feel like I don't need to do this for you guys. I'm pretty sure you all trust me. We're on Unfair. This feels remarkably easier. Chop chop!
My hand is thunder.
Okay. Well, we just do it again. Because I can. We could shoot somebody now, so I guess we could shoot that one.
So it shall be.
Dodged, of course. And then we can kick him.
Wolves rage.
Alright. And then we can shoot again. So, yeah, you can't dodge while you're on the ground now, can you? What is even happening? Ah, okay, he missed that somehow. My god.
Wolves, my hand is thunder. My strike is ruin.
What is happening? Honestly, I don't even know what's going on anymore. There's some sort of forbidden interaction between stuff is going on, and I am... You know what?
My strike, he died in disgrace.
And he can still... What? Hold on, I want to know. What is doing this? Alright, what? Cataclysm? No. Warp speed? I don't think so. Is it versatility? Hey! Does it never stop shooting? Maybe it's... Because he has, not sure where that is. It's a passive ability somewhere. Or maybe not. I have no idea. I really don't know what the cause of that is. But, well... Seems fine. Prevalent Slaughter is available. Yeah, I wonder why. Yeah, I guess we're just making free pistol attacks now, so... we'll keep it on that one. He's gonna dodge once more. I reckon we'll stop this eventually. But... while it's giving me free attacks... I'm gonna use my free attacks.
You become the All-Father's worthy instrument! Weapon at the ready.
Okay, is it over? No. It's not over at all. Bye.
Carve runes out of your bones.
Steady superiority. First reload.
None can do this better than a warrior of the All-Father. I don't like that. So shall it be?
Yeah, keep coming closer. That's fine. We could just run up to him and start hitting him with the sword. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
challenge you, damn death. All my hand is
Brutal.
thunder. My strike is ruin. When Fenris is in battle,
So they get some sort of
bleed.
thing that they can do every time they reach a certain damage threshold. Apparently.
Wolf is on
I haven't even used my momentum yet. Or have I? No, maybe I did.
Die in disgrace.
My god. He's still going.
See how the wolf succeeds.
Alright, I don't think we can shoot that guy anymore. I lied. We can. It's just unlikely to hit him. I guess we can shoot Vizier. Or we can shoot that one. No, we can't. Can we move? We cannot. If any of you guys know what's happening here,
So it shall be.
feel free to illuminate me.
None can do better than a warrior of the All-Father.
Onward!
Honestly, this is fine, because it's going to get them all in a little bit closer. Maybe I should stop shooting him, though. Because I don't want to trigger too many of them. I'm going to shoot him one more time.
Become the All-Father's
Yeah, that's fine.
worthy instrument.
Okay, that wasn't good.
Prove my mettle.
Wow. Okay, don't shoot Vizier.
See how the wolf succeeds.
Okay, that's good.
Wolves, feel the icy bite of death. None can do this better than a warrior of the All-Father.
I think we broke something.
So my hand is thunder. My strike is ruin. I will carve runes.
Got another
out
one
of
dead?
your bones.
I believe so. All I can shoot is Vizier. And I don't want to do that. I'm just going to end my turn. No, I can dash. And then we can shoot more people. Oh my god.
Come
Well.
play.
It is what it is.
So it shall be. Wolves reign.
Triggering that on both of them.
So it's my hand is thunder. My strike is ruin.
I don't think we can reload again. At least I hope not.
My instincts tell me to refuse. Not I have become the All-Father's worthy instrument. Wolves reign.
Okay, is that it? I think that's it. Wait. No, it's not. I can't. Oh, yeah, we can.
Like
Alright.
that.
Well,
So
I'm very
my
sorry.
hand is thunder. My strike is ruin.
This is horrible.
Refuse. Die in disgrace.
well, lore accurate Astartes here.
Wolves reign.
I'm gonna use it, whatever this is.
My hand is
Okay, this one's coming in.
My strike is ruin. The ruinous powers.
Yeah, get parried.
Comes. Feel the icy bite of death.
There's only... It can't work multiple times on a single target.
Father's worthy instrument.
Is it over? The thread is unbroken.
The Undying One has not yet reached out his hand to me.
Whoa. Is he gone? He just vanished. I think we have to finish this fight. It's just the Death Cult Slayer. Well, I mean, okay, I think this is it. I'm gonna end my turn. So, you know, moderately effective turn. Whatever the fuck happened there. Alright, well, it may be interaction with the ultimate ability, because this was indeed Cassia's ability there. I don't know what type of forbidden nonsense was going on there, but it feels a bit cheap, but
the healing is much appreciated.
Whatever.
A tactically sound approach.
I'm not going to reload and do it again. Let's drop a sworn enemy on him. I will put up a defensive stance just in case, and we'll do a brace for impact here now, and that is actually my entire turn.
Death to non-believers!
Yeah.
See my great work!
I will not die in dishonor.
Alright, Cyrene's turn. What's she gonna do? I think... Why don't you drop a foreboding on everyone and then warp speed everyone? That'll be fun. Oh, and then we can have somebody else go again, so let's give it to... Let's give it to Kibellah. Nah, let's give it to Abelard. I feel like we gotta give Abelard some turns.
Accept your lot.
Give Abelard a turn here, and he can start chopping this guy down. So does he still have Sworn Enemy on him? Because I feel like I wasted that ability. He does. Ain't that just glorious? Let's kill him. That is the wrong button. This is the one I wanted. 22% chance only. Okay. So I may have made a mistake sending Abelard after him. What if we swap to the big old sword here? Still only 22%, but whatever. Keep slashing. 307 damage. Ain't bad.
Victory is imminent.
Okay. I mean, it's going. Right, that was a more reasonable display. Yep, that's our turn. Hold fire. Oh no.
The fame-hungry come.
So, Revel and Slaughter.
Better than a warrior of the All-Father.
Reload. Why not?
My hand is thunder.
And he just shot him. And, okay. Alright. Whatever happened there, it's over. Okay. Whoa! Uh-oh. Oh no. The Undying Emperor. We still have our buffs. We are still under the foreboding. We are not under the other thing, though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a prescience on myself. And then we'll drop a warp speed. This should affect everyone. Alright. And then, of course, we open this up with a front line right here. We got some audio distortions going on here. Combat Locust Stratagem. We'll do a Stronghold Stratagem as well. And then, who's going to get a turn? Well, let's give it to Heinrichs again. I want to buff up, because I have no idea what this fight's going to be like. Okay. Do the thing. Word of the Emperor. Shield of the Emperor. I guess you Death Whisper him or something. I don't know. Stab him, cut him with the Force Sword. Nice. Uh-oh. Okay, so we have multiple Undying Emperors here, and it seems like damaging them just damages ourselves. Death, Oblivion. The Undying Emperor uses the Visions of Death or Liturgy of Death ability, targeting the furthest enemy. If there are multiple possible targets. Out of these, he will target the one with the highest percentage of wounds. If there are still multiple possible targets, one will be selected randomly. Alright. Right. So these are the abilities. I'm not going to worry too much about what they are. I want to see why he didn't take any damage. The Emperor's wounds are unknown. Okay. The Unstoppable one. Move through enemies. Uncorruptible garments. Cannot be reduced below 50% armor. At the start of his turn, the Undying Emperor gains the Soul Depulsion effect. What does that mean? The Undying Emperor reduced the damage of the next successful attack against him by 100%, also dealing a small amount of mental damage to the attacker. Okay, well, that is what happened there then. Cool. He doesn't have that anymore, which means we can hit him now. Alright, so I got a extra dodge and parry on, I don't know who he's going to attack. I think I'm going to do it on myself. I'm the farthest away from him, so I'm going to get blasted by something. Ouch. Pain. Okay, that hurt. Kibellah, can you go over here? You could always jump here, I guess. Let's first, though, exsanguinate
as the tenets demand.
Herself here. We could drop a heal on Ulfar. Let's do that.
The thread between body and soul.
Reckless abandon.
As honor
yeah, do it as usual. Okay, blade. No, not blade dance. The other one.
I shall not fail.
Gotched. Okay, not good. Cut him with the knife, the sword thing. You know, this thing.
The shadows will see
Dodged.
it done.
Well, shit. Pain resonance.
As the tenets demand.
It's damage. What you doing? It's just one, right? There aren't more of them. Oh, he just has a bunch of turns. Okay. Oh boy. Light of the Emperor. Okay, that's a mass heal. Yeah, Heinrichs, you're on healing duty for the moment. Who next? Honestly, heal yourself. And do you have the Depulsion? I think it's every turn you get that, right? Can I fucking see it? Yeah. That ain't good. Actually, there was no sense in doing that at all. We'll drop an Endure. We can warp speed. Let's warp speed Ulfar. We can Iron Arm Kibellah. We can Hammer of the Emperor everybody. We're playing a bit risky with the warp bullshit, but, you know, it is what it is. Okay, hit him. The Death Whisper, it fucking dodged, because of course it was. Hit him with this. Yeah, ouch. Alright. Shielded the Emperor again, why not? Okay, we dealt some damage. Ow! Pain! Medkit. Owie. Yeah, medkit yourself. Abelard, go run over here. Please?
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Okay. I want you to bulwark. Can you taunt the Emperor? Yes. I find that deeply amusing. Alright. Wall of Rockcrete. Brace for impact. Buff everything. Ugh. So you gotta do something to him. And, like, fast. Otherwise, this is gonna get a little out of hand. Alright. We gotta do Mend Reality. Okay. Think we can Glimpse of Fate. And then... Waking Nightmare. All enemies in the area are going to suffer penalties. There's a lot of toughness and a lot of willpower. Does it... any of its attacks scale off of willpower? If so, I think I'm actually going to use this ability. Wouldn't be surprised. There they are. Here they are. Don't think so. Honestly, I have no idea if it's going to scale off of willpower or not. Let's just use Immolate the Soul. I have no idea. I don't know if this is going to do anything. So let's find out. 0 damage. At least it doesn't. Nice. Good job, Abelard. Oh, you can... Heinrichs is down. My god. This is frightening. Confident approach. I feel like maybe this is a battle that's better served from range. What are our chances of hitting him? 54 is not the best in the world. What about over here? 73. That's a little better. We can always controlled shot to make sure that we don't get to make sure we don't blast Abelard. So maybe let's just do that. We could also rapid fire here. Let's actually click it. Ah, and Abelard's in the way, huh? Alright. Well, we didn't need to do the other one. 75%. A bit of damage. Is its health bar moving? Can't tell. So I guess we just don't know. That is what it suggested would happen, so. I think it's chopping time. And then we're gonna actually use our heroic sacrifice. Wow, the sound is insane. 71%. Okay. It's damage. Wildfire that. That is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do the melee attack, but I clicked the wrong thing, and it's fine. It's okay. Alright, we dealt damage. I have no idea how much that's going to count for, but whatever.
The Undying One favors you.
Abelard is down. I hope we're actually doing something. That's all I can say. I have no idea if we are. I have no idea if we aren't. So... Sanguinate. What do we got here?
A dance of blades and shadows.
Apoxalium stimulant. So we can blade dance now. I think that's a good call.
As on. Let your soul.
This is not doing much. Well, I think in total it actually did do a reasonable amount of damage. Okay, chop him.
Trust me.
Nice. That was damage. Okay, Carnival of Misery. How many damage over times do you have? I think we just took them all off of him. Yeah. Okay. Well, I can do Death Waltz. Who's next among us? It's going to be the Undying Emperor going twice, and then Cassia. I don't know if Cassia is going to be alive at that point, so... I'm honestly just considering... doing, this.
The Undying Emperor whispers his
Death Waltz him.
My blade whispers your name.
What I'm also gonna do?
Caught by the web.
Well...
Let your soul be purged.
I don't know, I'm gonna try. Okay, so he's got a lot of bleeds on him, so I'm gonna currently hit him with a pain resonance. Okay, that was some damage. And let me quickly look around. If there's any interactables. Anything we're missing here. What is this? Don't know. We could go into the blood pool. I gotta wonder, is there like an invisible enemy somewhere that we gotta deal with? I have no idea. I don't see anything. Guess we'll find out. Veil of Blades.
As the tenants demand.
Cassia's turn. Alright, Cassia got a turn. I don't believe it. Alright. What's our options here? So, I think we're going to use Cassia as an officer here. So we'll Glimpse of Fate Ulfar.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
We could also use Show the Path on him. Let's do that. Can't. Okay. Cool. Can with her, but not with him.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Well, then it's gonna be this. So we get full auto here. That's gonna, unfortunately, hit Cassia. Maybe. If I go, like, here, then it should not hit anyone, right? Correct. Alright. Now we can charge him. Good, 161. Kick him. Boot the Emperor in the ass. A little bit of heresy, but it's all we got right now, so... Can't charge. For some reason she can, but I don't know how that's going to work. So... We could Lidless Stare here. That seems like a bad idea. Mend Reality. Don't really need to Mend Reality now, do we? But the other option is Scourge of the Red Tide. Every creature in this zone that enters it... Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't seem useful right now. I think the best course of action is to hit him with the Burning, or Immolate the Soul. Press the advantage, and light him the fuck up. Hey! I think we got him. There he is. Ugh. Twists it around in him, and then, like, flips it up. It's over. New spinners. These ones haven't, or most of them haven't been ordained. Is that our story? Presumably there's more. Clad in Vizier's armor, Kibellah is staring at the spot where just a short time ago lay the body of the man who raised her. Her shoulders are shaking and her head hangs low, but no tears are to be seen and no sobs come from behind her mask of dark gold. Suddenly, she throws her head back and a desperate cry full of pain, fury, and regret echoes around the temple. This is not just the Vizier, nor a spinner you see before you, just a daughter who has lost her father. We're gonna keep on with the humanity. I know this is a ridiculous question to ask, but how are you doing? The tenets of the web teach us never to regret or hesitate, but I could never have imagined that I would one day have to make a choice this painful. I did what had to be done, but that does not quell the pain. I know he is in the Undying One's hands, but that does not soothe the grief. No. I know I sought vengeance against him, but I feel his absence already. I'm sorry. Losing a mentor is hard. He was more than that. He was both a friend and... Kibellah's voice drops, her next words barely audible. A father. You immediately donned the Vizier's armor. Is it helping you to embrace your new role? I think so, yes. Kibellah reverentially touches a drop of blood on the dark gold.
I sense the weight of this sacred vestment, the weight of the Vizier's burden, and the decisions I must make. From this day forth, my burden.
Her voice is full of somber pride.
Did we just see the God Emperor in the flesh? What you saw, or was that how you saw the Vizier Domin Cyrene? You saw an image of death in him, but it was only an image. Fumes of the sacred intoxicant blessed our ritual, but what you saw and killed was a mere man. The Undying One does not come to the living. We come to him. What did the Vizier look like to you? Younger. The way he was when I first saw him. I was younger too. It was as though we were facing each other in a training match like we used to.
Yeah, that's rough.
Did you have two visions? All I saw was the old man himself. Though he did fight with a strength that is beyond mere mortals. Swift and deadly he was. He chose himself a good death, even if it was bleak.
Ulfar looks at Kibellah pensively. That's cool. There is an amazing scene in the current final book. I don't know if it's going to actually be the final book of the series. I hope not. But the current final book of the Gaunt's Ghosts trilogy, where they face down the Anarch, whose voice drowns out all others, Anakwanar Sek. Fucking coolest villain in 40k, in my opinion. Hot take, I know, but awesome. So insidious. You see him like once throughout the entire fucking series, and the build-up to him is insane, and when you see him, you're just like, what the fuck? It ends in a brutally anticlimactic manner, which I think was also great, but anyways, the point I was saying is there's like multiple people trying to assassinate him at once that are in a crowd of the heretics, and they each see him as something else. And the Space Marine basically sees him as like a Lord of Change. Or some, like, large bird-like demon. And one of the other guys, I can't remember what he saw him as, but some other, like, horrible demonic thing. And then, yeah, the other guy that was trying to assassinate him, the Giga Chad McCall himself, just sees him as, like, a dude. Which is what he was. But it was still so fucking terrifying. Like, okay, he wasn't just a dude. There was something very clearly chaosy about him. The voice that was nesting in wherever his jaw and, like, throat used to be. But it's a fucking cool scene, and this reminds me a bit of that.
Am I to call you Vizier now? I do not want to lose my name as my mentor lost his, but no spinner will ever speak it again, for I am their Vizier. Yet you are my Domin, and I am your shadow. Let me remain Kibellah to you, at the very least.
Alright. Yeah. It's like the Vizier, you know, he put her through the crucible, her test, and whatever she came out that test as, that would be the new path, the new thread that the Bloodspun web would spin. It's very interesting. It's not like he's trying to push his legacy and his way on the next generation, but rather he pushes the next generation to their limits and sees what comes through, and that will be the next generation. That's awesome. That's very cool. I mean, obviously brutal, but I feel like teachers, you know, people who teach others and, you know, guide them along could stand to learn a thing or two about that. Maybe not, you know, the same way. You know, shouldn't have to, you know, murder your math teacher to take his place, so that you can teach the next math generation or something. I don't think that's necessary exactly, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like the education system could listen to this. I feel like academia is in a need for some change or something. I don't know. Hot take as somebody who went through academia and decided, nah, fuck this, I'm done. And, you know, my partner did the same thing. I know so many others who also were just like, yeah, fuck this. This is, this is broken. I don't know. This story spoke to me on a personal level. Or at least what I took out of it. This was really good. Anyways. What will become of the Bloodspun web now? Kibellah raises her head to peer into the Undying Emperor's dark eye sockets. We will not stray from the tenets. We will not forget our predecessors' sacrifices and our Vizier's teachings. Service to the Undying One is our life, for he is duty. He is death. We've made her more compassionate. That's good. Kibellah studies the spinners. Her voice thunders under the temple's vaults. Bow now before your new Vizier. And 100 whispers reply. Death salutes you. Alright. Wow. So she's already got his armor? Yeah, look at that. Bygone Sorrow. Really cool. 45% armor, no dodge penalty. Makes sense. 8 or more stacks of Blood Blessed. They gain 1 AP and 1 attack per turn. Okay, so we need to stack the Blood Blessed. And plus 10% dodge and parry if not in cover. Okay. Looks awesome. Sick. Oh, and the helmet's new, too. Lingering Whisper. The wearer deals 14 more damage to targets with less than 50% wounds. What did I have with her before? Did we get a new sword? We did. Whispering Mercy and Singing Retribution. Yeah, these are better than what she has here, so let's get rid of these. What do they do? Blade deals plus 24% damage to enemies. Oh, God. I see what's going on here. Yeah, okay. Alright, that's pretty good. That's fun. Crimson Oblivion. So this is how we get Blood Blessed, right? So I might need to swap some stuff around here. Okay, I want to click on that. Apparently not. The 25 Medicae is pretty clutch for her, so maybe I'll leave that on her. What hat did I give her? I think I gave her one of these. Or like something here. I don't know. No, I gave her the Face of the Sovereign. I think... Yeah, I'm keeping this. Just stack all of these gnarly bonuses. Is there another sword? Is that the only one? May have been. Let's check from newest to oldest. We could give her these maneuvering drives. Give her some 10 more evasion. No. Yep. Ah, the Halo device. Let's just pretend we don't have that. For reasons. I want this mysterious orb equipped. Honestly, screw the long-range lens. I don't need that. Hats. Can you wear any hats? I reckon no. I reckon we gotta get you a Space Wolf hat. Yeah, that is indeed correct. Let's loot the dead. See what they got for us. Okay. Lots of Death Cult pattern Bloody Blades. And lots of Death Cult pattern Power Blades. These are two-handed. These are one-handed. Cool stuff. Bloodspun Spinner's Breastplates. Okay. And then Ritual Vestments. These are the ones we had before. And then we also have some High Spinner Cloaks. Death from above deals 6 mental damage. Each target hit suffers +1 stack of fatigue for 2 rounds. That's not bad. And the High Spinner's Gloves increases the critical damage of where it hurts, including the damage from the attack itself and other instances of damage over time effects by 14. Okay. It's not bad.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
So, yeah, that was a massacre. We did much better that time. I was getting concerned with the Emperor fight, I will admit. Okay, I think we can ditch Silent Verdict. I'll keep the Power Sword, maybe? No, well, like, why? These are just better in every way. And I'm gonna ditch the Dueling Sword as well. We do not need them. However, what do you have? So this is 30 to 50, Whispering Mercy. Only 10% armor penetration. And then here, yeah, Singing Retribution is 30 to 35, so Less damage, but 25% armor pen. I mean, obviously equip the two-handed one as your backup weapon. God, it looks cool. But when compared to these... Swap to the main hand, please. Okay, can we, come on now. Alright, 35 to 42. Let's just do this manually. This does have 30% armor pen. Compared to Whispering Mercy, like, dodge reduction 3 is nothing. This grants 10% parry. And 2% extra critical hit chance for each attack they make. Stacks until the end of the round. I feel like we want to replace one of these with that. If not both. These just look better. I feel like these are just better. Or am I misreading something? I'm gonna hold on to these. Don't worry. I'm not gonna sell them. Just in case, like, something happens to them. We still can't rule out that, like, items might evolve throughout the course of the campaign. Or that certain items might change or evolve. We've seen no sign that they do yet, or at least none that I can recall. But that doesn't mean it doesn't happen. So I'm gonna hold on to what I kind of view as, like, key items. We'll give you a Homunculus Injector. That sounds pretty good. And some Fine Amasec. Can you equip that? No. No. Yes, I know. It's not a, that type of item. Okay. Combat drugs were nice. I mean, drugs are nice, right? Alright. I believe that's going to be the end of the episode. Let me quickly talk to this death cultist here. A spinner. His face covered in carved, bleeding glyphs makes a respectful gesture of invitation. Let me show you the way, Domin. Show you the way where? Okay, just out. Alright, then we go back to the void ship. We could go to the Lord Captain's quarters, actually. Let's do that. I think Cyrene needs a bath. We haven't done that in a few episodes, so we'll take a bath. Maybe we'll take a bath with Kibellah, you know. It's probably not going to be in that way. I don't know if we actually did we already I feel like we already brought Kibellah. It's an amusing thing they added to the game that you can take baths with your companions. I've heard the Pascal one is pretty funny. Maybe we'll do that. But for narrative, I think we'll take a bath with Kibellah this time if we can. Kibellah probably also could use one, to be fair. There was a lot of blood being thrown around, and that's probably not smelling great at the moment. You know, walking all the way through the ship, you know, bear in mind this is like a 2-kilometer long ship, so getting from point A to point B is even longer than this load screen, which is already quite long. Why is it so goddamn long? Could I put this game on an SSD? I could. I sure could. But I will not, because I have very limited space on that, and no money to buy one that has actual space on it. I will soon, though. I'm going to be starting my new job, so my bankruptcy will come to a long-awaited end. Glory be. Ah, yeah, I bought the thing that adds some extra items to the start of the game. I'm just going to throw these into cargo. I bought it because I support the company. Owlcat, because they made a pretty good game. Why is this here? This is like from the beginning of the game. We do not need that. And why is this here? This was also from the beginning of the game. Okay. All right. The painting easel for Cassia. Okay, I wish to see somebody from my retinue. We have not brought Kibellah, so, let's bring Kibellah. Kibellah silently appears by your side.
You asked to see me, Domin Cyrene. Do you wish to learn more of the cult's rites? Very well, since you are in the water, I can introduce you to a rare discipline of the Bloodspun web known as controlled self-drowning.
I regret everything.
Few receive this honor, with water being so precious on a ship. Still, it has opened my eyes to many truths.
Well, I am a cultist at this point, so, intriguing, she says very cautiously. Teach me.
Close your eyes and trust me. Reject your fear and remember, you have carried death within you since birth. This ritual is simply a meeting between you and your oldest friend.
You close your eyes and hear a splash, quiet splash. Kibellah has entered the pool. She puts her hands around your neck and gently pushes you under the water. As your lungs start to burn, she pulls you back to the surface, allowing you to take a single breath of air before she begins to drown you again. Ah, good times. This process repeats several times, and she holds you beneath the surface a little longer with each plunge. The fourth descent lasts an eternity, but her hands prevent you from resurfacing. Willpower test succeeded. As your empty lungs burn, you start to panic. You fight against your fear as the darkness swallows you, and soon it gives way to peace. As you listen to the soft whisper of the water around you, you realize that death is the end and the beginning. There are no worries here, and no mistakes. There is only you, and the infinite nothing. You know, put like that, it is sort of comforting, I guess. I don't know. Still would rather not drown. Kind of sucks as somebody who has almost drowned. At least once. Just as nothing. I like that nothing is capitalized. That's very sinister. Just as nothing is about to claim you, you are gently lifted from the emptiness of oblivion.
Domin Cyrene, you have been touched by death. What was it like? Death. It is nothing, and yet it is everything. Now you understand the tenets of the web more fully. I will leave you to reflect on this experience.
Yep. You are alone once more. The Master of Ablutions stands by at the ready, patiently awaiting your command. Let's finish our ablutions. Actually, let's relax and close our eyes. Yeah, the bliss of oblivion. Fun, fun, fun. Hopefully no blood tsunamis this time. Alright. That's gonna be all for today's episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, do drop this video a like, and I will catch you all in the next one. Thanks to everybody that has been watching this, including through my delays and all that. Hopefully things will move along more quickly. Can't guarantee anything, though, because new job and all that. But, yeah, that'll be all. Heritor out.